Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Barcelona.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Well, we're on the way.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will, of course, ask an awful lot of the centre halves and the central midfielders, who need to drop into position and cover the spaces.
Barcelona have got it back and they'll have another go. There's a sharp little ball here. Cole is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't take out that killer ball.
That's a cute ball. Oh, perfectly measured that. Allison tries to clear. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look. Van Nistelrooy! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Borussia Dortmund with the corner, there first. Keeper has taken decisive action. Costa Curta. Barcelona are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Oh, that's well spotted. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, and it's been given away. Now it's Villa.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
15 minutes till half-time. Just eases him off the ball. Aimed beyond the defence. He's beaten the last man. He's had a shot! Glorious! A finish right from the top draw. First blood drawn. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Borussia Dortmund have taken the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Cafu calmly anticipates. It's not an especially good pass, that. Messi, very much a man of this moment. He's picked his way through. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And Cruyff! And it's hit the woodwork and out!
There will be 1 minute added time.
And the half-time whistle goes. No shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
And we're off again.
Barcelona can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Suarez showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. He's tried one! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Van Nistelrooy really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Corner number 2 then. Defending of the desperate variety. Barcelona, different to some extent. That could spell trouble. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Can he finish? He has done it! They are right back in business.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Barcelona! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Barcelona get themselves into the lead.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it. Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
And this is Cruyff. Terrific header! That's a half-decent try.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
And it's Luis Suarez driving on and making good progress. And he's Van Nistelrooy! And it's in! Again, we are level! What a contest!
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant. Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Now it's Forlan. Oh, there's a probing ball. And that pass just didn't quite work. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Cruyff running with the ball. Borussia Dortmund are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Forlan. And he's quick to get it clear again. Barcelona have reclaimed it. He's shifting through the gears here. And Messi! Oh, yes, it's there! And that has raised the roof! That is a diamond of a goal. The planning immaculate. The end. And that's that. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. Forlan voted man of the match, and deservedly so.
With the father
Thrilling, nail-biting, perhaps frustrating until the very end, but we do have a winner.
Well, I just think that determination and persistence has paid off handsomely to squeeze the win out of a draw. Sometimes it comes down to grit and desire and the stubbornness to keep plugging away, and this has been great staying power.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.